crazy story of the passing ship that saved the Titanic Passengers 113 years ago today. It's been a beautiful day on April 11th of 1912 as the RMS Carpathia set off from the port of New York City and got ready for its 10 days transatlantic trip to Fiume Rijeka in Croatia. The days passed peacefully while sailing through the vast Atlantic Ocean without any troubles and stress. But as the first 3 days passed, the situation abruptly changed. As the night of April 14th slowly set in and the clock struck midnight, all of the sudden an SOS call reached the Carpathia. The wireless operator on board immediately translated the Morse code they received over and over again and was left in shock. The Titanic, the largest and most celebrated ship of her time, had hit an iceberg and is sinking right now. As the captain received this distress call, he immediately sprang into action and ordered the Carpathia to head all the way north towards the Titanic's last known coordinates. Ahead them, 60 miles through freezing ice-filled waters full of icebergs, the Titanic was warned about. All heatings, lights, and hot water on the ship were shut down so the engine could use more steam and they could arrive faster to the Titanic. And instead of the maximum top speed of 14 knots, the ship worked up to 17 knots this night, well beyond their limits. Meanwhile, on board, the crew and even the passengers prepared for the unimaginable. Nurses and staff turned dining rooms and social areas into makeshift medical wards, while others got ready the blankets and hot drinks and every scarp of warmth they could offer. They all bound together by a single mission: to save the Titanic survivors before it was too late. Some passengers even woke up and got into panic that they would be the ones sinking, after seeing all the staff running around with tons of life jackets, which were for the Titanic passengers instead. After 3 hours of full power then, the Carpathia finally arrived at the last known coordinates of the Titanic, but they got shocked by what they found. A silence never heard, not a single trace of the Titanic anymore. The Titanic was gone, swallowed by the depths of the freezing ocean. But somewhere in middle of the dark and endless water of the Atlantic, they found small lifeboats filled with traumatized and freezing survivors of the gone Titanic. The crew brought each survivor they could find aboard, wrapping them in the prepared blankets and providing whatever comfort they could manage to the injured and shocked survivors. After hours of searching then, the Carpathia slowly got ready to turn back to New York, heartbroken by the knowledge that the few survivors they had found were only a small fraction of those who had normally been on the Titanic. 3 days later, on April 18th, they finally reached the port of New York City, where thousands of people were already waiting for them. The survivors of the Titanic finally touched solid ground again, leaving a traumatic experience they probably never forgot.